सुभद्रा मैया की जय, श्री गौर निताय की जय, ऑल असेंबल्ड डिवोटीज की जय, श्रीमद् भगवद गीता ग्रंथ की जय, निताय गौर हरि प्रेमानंद हरि बोल। Please sing with me. Om Ajnantimirandasya ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्त काञ्चना गौरांगी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Please repeat after me. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः ओं विष्णुपदाय नमः पंकजनाभाय नमः पंकजमालिने नमः पंकजनेत्राय नमस्ते पंकजांग्रे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरत्विषे नमः। नमो ब्राह्मण्याय देवाय गौ ब्राह्मणाहिताय च जगद्दिताय कृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः ओं विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामीरिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हुकुम करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयति गिरिं यत्कृपः तमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरो दीनतारिणं श्रीपरमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरम्। ओम अपवित्रो पवित्रो वा सर्वावस्थं गतोऽपि वा यत्स्मरेत् पुण्डरीकाक्षः सः भ्याभ्यन्तरं शुचि। श्री विष्णु Hare Krishna, Prabhuji and Matis. Thank you for coming. Welcome to Bhagavad Gita class. Everything okay? Which? This definitely doesn't feel like Kurukshetra. Nice AC, closed room. But still, our life is not different from Kurukshetra. The troubles our minds are giving us, our mind is giving us, is not different from Kurukshetra. Our mind is ever restless. never satiated with desires, right? Even if you get 99 rupees, you don't like that number, right? It has to be 100, right? Even if you have any amount of wealth, even if you have anything with you, something is missing. And that something is nothing but your lack of satisfaction. That is why the word santosham in Telugu or even in Sanskrit does not mean happiness. Santosham means satisfaction. అతను సంతోషంగా ఉన్నాడు, वो संतुष्ट है. It's not okay. हंस रहा है. No, it's not about laughing. It's not about joke. It's not about something. It's about satisfaction. The richest person is the one who is satisfied. He's the richest person, not the person who has so many things, right? Chanakya Pandit says, not able to fully recollect, but there are 4 things you should always be satisfied with, and there are 4 things you should never be satisfied with. Right? Maybe next week I'll write down and bring, but some things I can remember. It is said you should be satisfied with your spouse. Don't go around hunting. Right? And you should be satisfied with your guru. Right? Whichever guru you go to in Sampradaya. Not self-created gurus, Sampradaya gurus. You should be satisfied. You should be satisfied with prasadam. And one other one, I'm forgetting. These are the things that you should be satisfied with. You should never be satisfied with amount of knowledge that you are getting. You should get more and more and more. Right? You should never be satisfied with the number of chanting you are doing. You should do more and more and more. You should never be satisfied with the amount of seva you are doing for God. I have done, Prabhu. Okay, Prabhu, I have done. No. Never enough. Like Hanumanji. There was no limit for his seva. Isn't it? Next week I'll send those 4 ones. I'm forgetting. It's been a long time. Suddenly it came to my mind. So, we should understand why we are here. We are not here to hear some stories of Krishna. Of course, stories of Krishna will come. Why stories of Krishna will come? Because through that he attracts us. Paritranaya sadhuna vinashaya cha dushkritam. Dharma sansthapanarthaya sabhavam yuge. He comes for 2 purposes. That's what people outside think. What are the 2 purposes? Paritranaya sadhuna vinashaya cha dushkritam. Vinashaya cha dushkritam. Killing the adharma is not the main purpose. Acharya says there is only one purpose. Krishna only comes to spend time with his devotees. That's all. To attract his devotees. Killing, demons and all, not a big deal. You really think to kill Ravan, Ram had to come? Right? Ram is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is within all our hearts. Our heart is going tuck, 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 tuck. It's going, right? Who is doing? You are doing? Every month, every morning you're getting tuck, 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 tuck. You're doing like this? Huh? Who is breathing right now? You are breathing? You don't even know you're breathing. You're just breathing. Who is breathing? Who is making you breathe? Krishna. People who don't believe God, it's very simple. 2-3 questions you ask, they don't have an answer. There has to be God. When you are sleeping, are you a male or a female? You don't know. When you get up, I think I'm a male now. You forget everything. Oh, I'm taking care of my family. When you are sleeping, who is taking care of your family? Huh? Krishna. God. Without him, our existence is meaningless. But ahankara vimuda. We are so much puffed with arrogance that we think that I am doing things. I am actually making a lot of things happen. You're not doing anything. We are just witnessing. That's all. We're just witnessing. Prabhu, I came till here, I came till this hall. You didn't come. You were brought here. He brought you here because he wants you to listen something. And if you're not sincere, he will not bring you here. He'll send you to that Inarvit mall. Go around, shop things that are not even worthy in your life for no reason, right? Spend Lakshmi on not on Narayan. Spend Lakshmi on useless things. That's what God will do. If you're not interested, He is interested, but He'll not force you. Ye yathamam prapadyante tam stateva bhajamiham. According to how you approach me, I reciprocate accordingly. That's what Krishna says. According to how you approach me. You want to know more about me? Please come. You want to do every work for me? Please come. I'll also do everything for you. Right? You want to surrender to me? Please come. I will also surrender to you. You want to come back to me? I will take you back. According to how we surrender. That is the beauty of satsang, is that every single person here is at a different level of surrender in this life. We can't say that everybody is same or everybody is advanced or nobody is advanced. We can't say that. The person sitting beside you may be more advanced than you. He might have just come today, but he's more advanced than you. Right? How? Because this is a life on life journey. You have been doing life. This journey of spirituality is a life after life, life after life. In last life, you might have finished chapter 2 of Bhagavad Gita, and then you died. So when you come here in this life, when I speak chapter 1, you'll be like, yes, Prabhuji, you're right. Perfect. Somebody will say, no, Prabhuji, I don't think what you're telling is right. Why? What happened? For him, it is the first time. For him, it is the second time. He already understood last life. Till second chapter. Second chapter, 76 shloka. Prabhuji, perfect, Prabhuji. Third chapter, first shloka. Prabhuji, फिर से बोलो. I'm hearing first time. Right? Last life, I didn't finish it. It's a life on life journey. Krishna explains that in 6th chapter. So, 6th chapter, 8th chapter, many places Krishna explains to Arjuna that whatever spiritual knowledge you are gaining right now, it's not going to go waste. It will not go waste. Whatever you are learning is getting registered in your consciousness. Right? There are two bodies, gross body and subtle body. Gross body is filled with your 5 elements: earth, water, ether, fire, air. Right? These are the 5 elements you are all made with. But what is subtle body? Sukshma Sharira. Stula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira. Stula Sharira is these 5 elements. Sukshma Sharira is what? Your mind, your intelligence, your ego, and your soul. Soul is not actually subtle body, but much subtler than subtle body. Soul is you. Actually, soul is you. You're not this body. And even the subtle body is not you. Subtle body is what? Your mind, your intelligence, and your ego. So what is this subtle body? What is this mind? Mind is nothing but a repository, a database of your desires, unfulfilled desires. Right? Well, coming up, you saw the lift. This lift is good, this community is good. Khatam, desire is created. Where is it registered? It is registered in your mind. You have to take birth again to get into an apartment like this. You make sure. Krishna will see. Every time you die, Krishna will see, okay, list of desires unfulfilled. Then he'll think, if I allow this fellow to come to Goloka Vrindavan or to Vaikunta, his desire list is still there. He'll come there and he'll ask for a lift in Vaikunta. Let him enjoy that lift and come. So he'll give another body. Okay, take one more body. Finish that list also. You're understanding how dangerous our desires? Only because of our desires, we are taking birth again and again. The day we change our desire, we will not take birth again. As simple as that. Spirituality is not complicated. We are complicated. Krishna is very simply telling, desire me, ask for me, surrender to me, you'll come back to me. Anything else you want, you'll take birth again. I'm too attached to my wife. You'll become husband. Your wife will become husband will become wife in next life. I'm too attached to my children. You'll come back as their children. Right? They say also. There is no other way. Only by surrender to Krishna you can come out of this. Only by. And it's not like, after you surrender to Krishna, you don't like your wife or your husband or anything. No, you like them more. Because now you see as a bigger family. That's why we call Vasudeva Kutumbakam. Is my family Vasudeva Kutumbakam or Kapoor Kutumbakam or Sharma Kutumbakam? Huh? Kamma, Tumma, Reddy, nonsense Kutumbakam. What Kutumbakam are you? We should become Vasudeva Kutumbakam, where we recognize that the root of everybody is Krishna. My father used to love me a lot. Where is he now? Even few days before he died, he was like, I love you this much. I cried. I also love you this much. If he loves me that much, where is he now? किधर है? गया. September 2nd, 2024, he left his body. I love him still. I remember him. But where is he? So who is with me all the time? God, Krishna. We forget this. Right? Mother and father should be worshipped because they represent the love of Krishna in our life. Understand this. If you don't respect your mother and father, then Krishna will not be happy. Because he has sent this mother and father to represent him, to take care of him. Right? But mother and father are not God. Mother and father also died. Make sense? Right? How many mothers and fathers you have had so far? In this life, one mother, one father. I have. What about past life? Then also you had. Do you remember them? I don't remember them. They did so much for you. You don't remember anything. No, you don't remember anything. That is also a mercy of God. Sarvasya chaham vidhi sannivishto mattas smritir jnanam apohanam cha vedestha sarverama vedyo vedanta krit veda videvacha mattas smritir jnanam. In 15th chapter, 15th shloka, Krishna says, I am giving you knowledge, I am giving you remembrance, I am giving you forgetfulness. All three is giving. Who can say this? Only God can say this. What am I giving you? Knowledge. What is he giving you next? Remembrance. Just because you have knowledge, will you remember it? No, he has to remind you. We don't have capacity to remember also. He has to remind you. He is also reminding your desires. That finish it now. Last life I had a desire. I wanted a husband who is tall, dark and handsome. This time you took birth. He'll remind you, hey, look at that fellow. Finish the business. Right? I wanted more money. I wanted a big car. He'll remind you next life. You took birth for a big car. You'll look at a big car and immediately tell, hey, big car. Big car. Okay, I have to work like a dog in Infosys for that. Let me work and get that big car. Right? So he'll remind you. Matta smriti jnanam. Jnanam means knowledge. And forgetfulness also he gives you. It's very important to forget also. Isn't it?
Some people remember their past life. Is it that they are attached so much to the earlier life that they remember it, or is it something else?
Nothing happens by fluke. Like, it's not like I want to remember I was too attached. Some extent you can say so, but main thing is Krishna only makes them remind. Krishna only gives that remembrance a little bit. Some exceptional cases, some glimpses he gives.
I know.
Many people are there. Remember that. Actually, all of us remember our past life till we are 5 years old. After that, you forget. Shastra explains. Till 5 years old, you don't know how to express. That's the only thing. You know, little bit, you remember. Little bit, you forget. And then you are introduced to new life and new people, new mother, new father, new friends, new neighbors, new enemies. Right? New teachers, new spouse, new graveyard, new hospital, new car, new dress.
But we had some desires earlier and then we surrendered to God. But those desires were never fulfilled. But after you surrender to God, those desires are no more.
Automatically. When there is sun, there cannot be darkness. Right? And this light worms, right? They fly. क्या बोलते हैं उनको? Fireflies. Huh? Fireflies is it? No, glowworms. Huh? Jugnu बोलते हैं ना? हाँ, jugnu. English, I don't know what they call it, but fireflies. There are some flies which keep going and hitting to the fire and they die that way. They are something else. Patanga. They're called patanga. Anyway, so here is answering to your question. Our desires are like those little lights within that worms, within that small insects. But when the sun comes out, are they visible? Right? The same worm is in front of you. You can't see the light because sun's light is so bright. In the same way, when we go to Krishna, all our desires become very insignificant in front of him. He is Akarshayati iti Krishna. He does everything. He fulfills all our desires at once. Khatam. Won't remember anything. But he doesn't do that. That is the problem with Krishna. He doesn't do that. He will train you to surrender to him. You have to choose. You have to choose God. You will not be forced to accept God. You will not be forced to accept God. You will have to choose. Because when you choose, only love comes, right? Love only comes when you choose. When somebody forces, huh? Gan laga ke, tell me you love me. I love you. That's what will tell me. Is that love? No. Or I keep the gun. If you don't tell I love you, I'll die. Is that love? That is also not love. That's nonsense. Right? Haath karke, dekho. Koon, I love you. I still remember, when I joined one college in Uppal, one cranky fellow was there. He was sitting on the back seat, on the back bench. So when I came into the class, it was my first day in that school. I didn't know where I had to sit. So I went and sat in the back bench. So one fellow was sitting this side, one fellow was sitting this side. So this fellow removed one paper and he said, I have to, he started writing. And this fellow here, he cut his, with a blade, little bit like this. And he kept his hand like this. And this fellow is taking blood from there, he's writing there. I'm sitting there, what is going on? Kya ho raha hai? And it was the first day in the school. This fellow is in love with one girl. Right? One girl in the class. I don't know. And he cannot write proper good handwriting, so he's asking him to write. Right? I was so, what's going on here? And then after some time, he started pressing, blood was not coming, letter is not finished. Then he looked at me and said, I'm not going to help you. Over what you love, nonsense, Is that love? That's madness. That is what Bollywood movies show, right? Love. Kuch love nahi. Love is, you'll actually know what is love after you get married. Real love has to evolve. It will come. Love is sacrifice. Love is not fulfilling your desires. Love is fulfilling the opposite person's desires. Selflessly. Anyway, we'll not get into the topic. So, Matta Smriti Jnanam Apohanam cha. He is giving you knowledge, he is giving you remembrance, he is giving you forgetfulness. It's very important we forget also. We have to forget our past life. Otherwise, how can you start a new chapter? Can you lead a life if you know your past 3 husbands? One is in Gauli Doddi, another one is in Sanat Nagar. You'll get up in the morning, your husband will tell, good morning, which husband are you? Wait. Sanat Nagar, Gauli Doddi, right? Or your parents are calling you. One parent set is in Manikonda, one parent set is in Chandanagar. Where will you go? You'll go mad, isn't it? And 3 people are chasing you outside. Like, I want to kill you. Why? You killed his brother in past life. Unless we forget, how can we start a new chapter? Krishna gives you forgetfulness. Like this, he'll take you. Everything that you remember is removed like this. Only Krishna can do. He just wipes your memory. Start off new. Now start new. Right? Just imagine your boss in the office. Right? If he remembers all your mistakes every day. Last 2 years mistakes. Every day. Morning he goes, good morning. Last November, fool, you didn't finish that report. Next December, you could not do that. January, you were worthless. February, you were useless. Sir, good morning, sir. What difference does it make? Good morning. Go, die there. What is this? I can't do this job. Krishna makes him also forget all your mistakes. Right? So he gives you a new start. It's important in life. So whatever God does, there is a reason. Why we take birth after birth after birth? Because in one birth we could not finish our desires. Pending desires are there. So He gives new birth. The only thing we should do is not create new desires. If you create new desires, then new set of bodies will get. Yam yam yati yapis param bhavam. 8.6. Yeah, 8.6. Yam yam vapis param bhavam yati ante kalevaram tam evaiti kaunteya sada tad bhava bhavitaha. Whatever state one remembers when he quits his body, O son of Kunti, that state he will attain without fail. So the time of death is so important. 8.6, you can circle that. Very important verse. We'll get there. We are still in first chapter. Right? Why am I telling all this in the beginning of today's discussion? Is to tell you the importance of these classes. Don't think it is for entertainment. Once when Prabhuji came, on satsang, long time ago, he said, Prabhuji, today's class was very boring, Prabhuji. आप मजाक नहीं किए. मैं जोकर लगता हूँ तेरे को. सुबह धोती पहन के come for joking. But for him, I looked like a joker only. So I told him, Prabhuji, don't worry. Next class, I'll give full jokes. He said, okay, I'll come, Prabhu. क्या करें? Everybody's necessities are different. Right? One person is looking blank like this. क्या हुआ, Prabhuji? After the class, what happened? Prabhuji, 3 weeks, only khichdi. You don't change anything. Your focus is that. क्या करें उसका नेसेसिटी हुआ है उसकी बीवी नहीं बनाती अच्छा his only good meal is satsang his focus is very clear whichever chapter you decide we decide at the end I want to so everybody comes with a different goal to the satsang, right? Bhagavad Gita is just an instrument in between but Krishna is speaking Bhagavad Gita with the purpose. Let me tell you, by the end of Bhagavad Gita, if you all pay attention and give seriousness to this, you will get the result. And you know what is the result? After reading entire Bhagavad Gita, understanding Bhagavad Gita, the ultimate result, practical result that you will feel in your life. Of course, devotion to Krishna, Krishna devotee, all that is great. But practically what you will feel in your life is you will become fearless. You will become fearless. After reading Bhagavad Gita, if you are still fearful, means you didn't understand Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita removes all our fears. Why? Because we now take shelter of somebody who is greater than us. We take shelter of Krishna. Krishna, you take care of me. Right? There are two kinds of bhakti. The bhakti that a cat does and a bhakti that a monkey does. Monkey's child. Have you seen a monkey's child holding its mother? Like this it will hold. Right? From bottom it will hold like this. And then monkey will be jumping each tree, another tree, this tree, that tree. Kitna tension hai for that child. If that fellow leaves khatam from such a tall tree, it will fall and die. Isn't it? That is one kind of bhakti. You are holding God. Just hold me. Take care of me. Krishna is going here and there, and you are holding it. Anytime you lose grip, you will die. Is it right? Another kind of bhakti is the cat's bhakti, kitten. Kitten doesn't even catch its mother. Mother has to catch the kitten. That fellow is going around, I want to go around. Mother, stay with me. I am holding you. Right? That is another kind of bhakti. Which one is more fun? Kitten or monkey? Huh? Really? Correct, right? Kitten, right? Because let God take your responsibility. Let God take your responsibility. What you should do? You should do what God says. You should be so busy in service. Let Him take care. No? Why you have to worry? You go to a temple. Please take care of me. Mera BP itna hai, mera sugar itna hai, mera bajwala hai. Doesn't he know? Huh? You are going and telling, see my HbA1c is 13.2. Krishna knows it is 13.2. He knows. You don't need to go and tell him. You don't need to tell your diagnostic, report to your God. Or Krishna, my job, I think I'll lose my job. Krishna knows you will lose your job. What is special about it? He is the one who gave you the job. He is the one who will take away the job also. Isn't it? So the material problems going and telling God, there is no point. Because you already know. Of course, He still wants you to tell. It's okay. You can go and tell. But don't go for that purpose. That is how you make religion into a cheapest thing. You go and speak all this nonsense, this is problem, that is everything. For everything. I didn't get a good chair today. She got a good chair today. That also is a problem. Right? For everything, people will go and discuss everything in front of Venkateswara Swami. Venkateswara Swami is standing there like this. You came for this to me. Right? Go and ask the right thing from God, no? Go and ask the highest thing from God. Why are you asking cheap things from God? If Nirmala Sitharaman comes to your house, what will you do? Just imagine. Do you know who is Nirmala Sitharaman? Right? Who is she? Finance Minister. If she comes to your house, what will you do? Rosie, what will you do if she came to your house? Just today morning, she came to your house. You opened the door. Nirmala Sitharaman, can I come inside? Yes, no, sit down. Yes, hey, Nirmala, Nirmala, please. What will you ask?
Reduce the tax. No tax. No tax. No tax.
Probably attended a past class. Just imagine Nirmala Sitharaman is sitting there and you go and say, actually, last year I filed the return. I didn't know what to fill in this blank. For that, you have a tax consultant outside. Huh? Should I do new scheme or old scheme? Right? Income tax. Should I new scheme or old scheme? Nirmala Sitharaman is wondering, Pagal, I have an authority to make a PAN exempt from tax. Right? She can put a policy and you come in that policy and your PAN is exempt from tax. Is that not a good thing to ask? Go and just tell, Madam, thank you for coming to me. My PAN number is AEPPPPPO. Here is my PAN number. Can you please make it exempt from tax? Yes, done. उसके बाद कोई tax return की जरूरत है क्या? No income tax fellow will come to your house. No, अच्छा लग रहा है ना सभी लोग? ये हो गया क्या? Don't go and ask this to Venkateswara Swami. The point is, what you have to ask from whom also you should know. Right? You can go to Devatas, go to Indra, give me rain. You can go to Varuna, you can go to Agni, you can go to Durga Ma, you can go to all. But when you come in front of Krishna, you should ask the right thing. What you should ask? Give me attraction for you. Let me become your devotee. That's all you need to ask. Everything else will take care, no? Everything else, no birth, no death is a secondary thing for Krishna. If he gives his love to you, if he gives his attraction to you, done. Your material life is finished. Khatam. But पूछने की जरूरत नहीं है उसके बाद. He'll make you fearless. There is a old Telugu movie. I don't remember the name of the movie. Rajendra Prasad comedy movies, very famous. So in that movie, suddenly in between, he goes to a Jyotish, and the Jyotish says, "You will not die. You will not die. Your death is only after some time, or you will not die for some time." Something, I forgot the name of the movie. That fellow is a police inspector. He becomes like, "Huh, really? I will not die? Pakka? Pakka, you will not die. This time you will not die." Then, he goes and catches the biggest goon in the city and beats him on the road and, that fellow, "Hey, how did you become so daring, You don't know. Right? Then on the way, he meets that Jyotish while beating this fellow and taking. He says, "Hey, how are you?" "Hey, by the way, that was the wrong thing I told you." That goon looks at him, "I pain or no." Something like that. I don't remember the story. But the point is, false assurance itself makes you so much strength it gives, right? You had a bad medical report, you took the medicines, then you took another medical report, it came good. Chalo in orbit ma. Chalo Santosh Daba. Chalo this, chalo that. Just little assurance, khatam, as if your body is completely, blown. You are like not prone to anything now, isn't it? Just imagine If Krishna gives you the assurance that I am with you, how you should be? How you will become? Totally fearless, right? Totally fearless. When Abhimanyu was brought down in the 14th day or 13th day, I think it was 14th day of the war. When he was brought down, he was brought down in the most brutal way. Most. After Abhimanyu's death, there was no reason to follow any rules. Because all rules were broken on Abhimanyu's death. There are many rules. One person has to fight with one person. War cannot happen after the sunset, right? Like many. Only Athirathi will fight with Athirathi, Maharathi with Maharathi. There was a combination. You can't just go and beat up anybody. You have to fight with your equal. All these rules were there. But when Abhimanyu was killed, all the rules were broken. He was brought between the Chakravyuha created by Dronacharya. And only one person knew how to break the Chakravyuha and come out of the Chakravyuha. Who was that? Arjuna. Abhimanyu knew half. He knew only half. How? He learned it from the womb of his mother. You really think this is possible that a child can learn from the womb of the mother? Do you really think? Prahlad Maharaj, Sukadev Goswami, they all heard from the womb of their mother. That is the reason in our culture, when Matajis become pregnant, they are sent to their mother's home so that they have a peaceful time, and all the time they should hear mantras. All the time they should read good scriptural books. Do not watch YouTube. Otherwise, some joker will take birth. Right? You watch short videos, that fellow will have short life when he takes birth. Why to do all that? Nicely read good scriptures. Keep them happy. Good consciousness. Very important, Prabhuji and Mataji. Very important. Before pregnancy, after pregnancy. So, Abhimanyu heard how to get into the Chakravyuha. Then Arjuna saw Uttara, Subhadra is sleeping. So, he did not tell the remaining. So, he only heard half. So, when the time came, he came forward that I will do the needful. Chakravyuha is coming forward. I have to break the Chakravyuha so I can go inside. Arjuna was with Krishna. Krishna told Arjuna, don't go away. You have to protect Yudhishthir. Their plan is to capture Yudhishthir. Drona is doing something. But Kshatriyana, somebody was, provoking him, saying, if you have guts, do war with me, like that. So he went ahead and did it. Previous day also he did, next day also he did. So this time they took him a little far away. Krishna knows, doesn't Krishna know Abhimanyu is going to die? Abhimanyu's guru was who? Krishna. Krishna taught him everything. He was very dear to Krishna. But Krishna knew that this is going to happen. Then why didn't Krishna stop? Krishna doesn't want many things, but still it happens. Because he gives that independence to living entities, like all of us. Right? You think Krishna really wants you to work in Wipro? No. But you will go and work. Okay, work. Infosys, Wipro, और कौन सी जगह? Microsoft, Amazon. गधों की तरह काम करो. Prabhuji, don't tell me like that. I'm vice president in Microsoft. You're vice president Gada. That's all you are. You're vice president donkey. Elevated Gada. Vice president donkey. Director donkey. Because what are you doing? That is what a donkey does. That's what you're doing. With all due respect, what are you doing? Eating, mating, sleeping, defending. That's all you're doing. Kutta is also doing it outside. There's no big difference. Anyway, so he's surrounded by all the warriors and is brutally killed that day. Brutally killed. All the Pandavas who can easily defeat these warriors could not even enter the Chakravyuha because of one fellow. What's his name? Jayadratha. You all watched. Yeah. Good. Jayadratha. And Jayadratha got that boom from whom? Ashutosh. जो जल्दी खुश हो जाता है. Bholenath, who is very bhola to be everything. Vaishnavanam yatha Shambho. Right? The moment he went to him and asked, I have to defeat all the Pandavas, they insulted me. Why they insulted him? Because he tried to capture their wife, Draupadi. That he will not tell, na? I have done tapasya, you give me. Shivji is also like, I'll give you, but you'll get a nice lesson. Shivji will give everything you ask. That is why many people won't become Shiva devotees. Very less number of people become Vishnu devotees, because Vishnu will immediately give a chappal also. In scale, he'll take and beat you. Go and ask nonsense. That's why demons, if you see the entire Vedic scriptures, demons first go to Lord Shiva. He is Ashutosh, Jaldi Kush ho jata hai. You do tapasya, immediately come. Yes. Why? Because he's Vaishnava. Vaishnava always wants to give. Vaishnavanam yatha Shambho. Among all the Vaishnavas, the greatest is Lord Shiva. So immediately gives. But while giving, he tells, no, Re, don't take this. No, I want that one. Go take. He knows there is Vishnu who will come and take care of this. So while giving, he told, I want to defeat all the Pandavas. He said, you can defeat all Pandavas, but you can't defeat Arjun. Because Arjun is part of Naranarayan. He is the eternal associate of God. You can't defeat him. But a person who is desperate, okay, whatever, keep Arjuna aside. Everybody else can defeat. This is only one day you can defeat. It's not you can defeat any time, every time. There's only one day you can defeat. Right? And then that's what happened. That day when Arjun was not there, he said, now I'm implementing this boon. Nobody could enter the, even Bhim was surprised. Any other day, Bhim would have just made him a powder like this. But he was not even able to go and attack him. Because Lord Shiva's power is coming in between. They understood. Abhimanyu was killed. Arjun came back, saw the dead body of his son. He looked at his brother. His brother said, something is really wrong. We promised that we'll come behind him and save him, but we could not. We could not. Something was extremely wrong. At that time, Arjuna started shouting at his brothers. What use is your weapons and your valor, your strength, if you could not save my son? Like that he was shouting. At that time, Krishna went and told Arjuna, Arjun, don't do this. They're already broken. They're already broken by inside. Don't break them more. At a time of difficulty, don't blame each other. Instead of that, try to fix the problem by becoming united again. Become united again. This is a management lesson, right? When things go fall, things go apart, what do? We look for escape route. And we put all the things on that escape route. Ultimately, what will happen to the organization? It will not go forward. So Mahabharata teaches, Krishna teaches that, this is not a time. They have done their best. They are your side people. Why are you pushing them also? So then he says, find out, Krishna says, find out what is the root cause they could not help your son. Then he asks, you all could not save my son. What was the root cause? Jayadratha. Jayadratha was a cause. Then he says, this fellow I should have killed then only. This fellow I should have killed then only. When he took away my wife, I should have killed then only. But on the advice of my brother, we just shaved his head in 5 corners and we left him. But now I'm going to kill that fellow. Immediately it's a pratigya. Arjuna, tomorrow night, sunset, you will not see. Jayadratha, wherever you are, I'm taking a pratigya that tomorrow night, sunset, you will not see. You will not, tomorrow's day is the last day. This is my pratigya. And if you see the sunset, I will enter fire. Right? Immediately Krishna is looking at Jayadratha. Why did you have to do this? Sorry, Krishna is looking at Arjuna. Why did you have to do this? You could have just told, I will kill him. Right? No, you made a promise also. Now what did Arjuna do after that? He went to his bed, took his pillow nicely, slept. Who could not sleep the whole night? Krishna. Krishna is walking there and this fellow, what can promise him? Pagal hai. Tomorrow there is Ashwadama, there is Drona, there is so many warriors. 14 days he could not do anything. 15th day he finished Jayadratha. How can you do? Right? This is called the second kind of bhakti. What is the second kind of bhakti? Kitten. Arjuna was like that. I'm going to kill that fellow. You take care. It's your business. Krishna said, he is my devotee. Now I have to take care of this fellow. Right? Dharma samsthapanarthe. I have told I'll establish Dharma. I'll kill that Jayadratha tomorrow. I will prove that I'll do it tomorrow. Done. He is sleeping. Krishna is walking. Krishna called Satyaki. Come here. Satyaki said, yes. Krishna, what happened? This late night you're calling me. What to do? This fellow, he made this promise. If tomorrow, if it doesn't fulfill, they'll kill, he'll enter fire. Then how will I establish Dharma? I can't lift weapons. You do a thing. Call the entire Dwaraka Sena to be on the background. Whoever are left. This fellow enters fire, immediately I'll finish the war. Krishna made backup planning immediately. Because of, this fellow's pratigya. And that's the relationship of Krishna and Arjuna. Right? He has so much confidence. Right? And there is no negotiation after Abhimanyu's death. Because all the dharmas are... See, there is a limit up to which you can show patience. Your mother is threatened to be killed, your wife is disrobed, your kingdom is taken away, this and that. At one point, you don't have to have any more discussion. Just like what we did just now in India, right? The Pahalgam was the killing of Abhimanyu. Done. No more showing any proof to any fool. We are coming and finishing the affair. Khatam. Sometimes those kind of decisions are needed. Right? This was almost like that. Enough is enough. So next day Arjuna fought the best war of his life. Best war of his life. And Krishna is sitting in the front. Do what you want. You said, right, you'll kill everybody, kill. So Krishna is like the charioteer and he's taking, how Arjuna is to inform his charioteer whether to go left or right. He used to kick Krishna. Supreme personality of Godhead. That is called God. When he becomes a servant of his devotee, he sits as a charioteer. And when he's shooting in 10 directions, he doesn't have time to tell Krishna, take left, not take. Doesn't have time. And that's the way. Just kick and this side, this side, straight, this side. Right? Not kicking with a, what do you call that? As a mark of insulting him. But that's the only way charioteer works. You think charioteer in the Kurukshetra is like an Ola car driver? Like this slowly he'll go, stop at the signal. No. People are attacking in 10 directions. 360 degrees they are attacking you. And even one side you don't see or you're not attentive, your head is gone. Finish. Right? In that tension, Krishna is making sure that Arjuna is safe. And Arjuna is telling which side I want to go. He defeats Drauna, he defeats Ashwadhama, he defeats Karna, he defeats next warrior, again Drauna comes. And again he has to defeat all the set of them. Duryodhana knew, today if Arjuna is gone, war is over. Because the condition is there, even if one Pandava is dead, war is over. That was Krishna's condition. So he is very happy. And Shakuni is even more happy. What is that? Even if he kills the Jayadratha, Arjuna is dead. Why? Because Jayadratha's father has taken a boon. That anybody who is the cause of my son's head to fall on the ground, meaning if he dies, his head will fall on the ground, his head will burst. Right? Can you ask such boon? Huh? He also took the boon, from Devatas. Devatas also went to them, what kind of boon is this? How many years will go and ask that boon? If you go to Tirupati, if my son's head will fall on the floor, that fellow's head should burst. This is my boon. Venkateswara Swami first of all asked, what kind of boon is that? Why you are discussing all kinds of... Because I just want him to be... whatever. Hare Krishna, yeah. So all these boons, that is the reason when you go and ask all these materialistic desires, you only create more complicated world around you. All these fellows do that. I say, my son, this boon, this boon. Now Krishna has to handle all these boons. Right? He's doing the charity. He knows what all is going to happen. So anyway, lesson is very simple. So at one point, Arjuna is not able to defeat anybody. Right? But Krishna is seeing one very important thing. He is seeing the endeavor of Arjuna. We cannot do anything in this life. We can't achieve anything in life. But Krishna will see what is their endeavor. How much are we sincerely putting our effort? That is the only thing we can do in life. Krishna is saying how much effort Arjuna is putting. Ultimately, he only has to do what he has to do. That also Krishna knows. Ultimately, it is God only who does everything. Doesn't mean you sit in your house and say, oh, God is there, he'll do everything. No, that's not the way it works. Are you doing your endeavor? He sees. Right? God sees how much are you putting your own effort to do your job, to take care of your family, to do good to the society. Are you doing your part or no? Karmanya vadikaraste ma phaleshu katyacha. Ma karma phala heturbur mate sangoshtu karmani. Right? Work is worship, but you should do that work. You can't say God only will do everything. A farmer, he sows the seeds, but he waits for rain to come. His rain is in his hand? Rain is not in his hand. Can he say, rain is not coming, last year also I will not sow the seeds? No. You do your part. You do your part. He sows the seeds. And then the rain will come. Then he'll wait for God to reciprocate. That is God consciousness. You can learn that from a farmer. So Arjuna is doing the best of his work. And Krishna at one point, he tells, Arjuna, I think I have to stop now. The chariot. He said, why? Arjuna is like, Krishna, sunset is coming. I could not do my thing. I have to finish Jayadratha. Then Krishna says, but that is your problem. Not my problem. Krishna likes to tease also. He says, your horses are too tired. They have been running more than needed since morning. I have to give them some water. I have to give them some grass. They have to regenerate. Krishna can say, Arjuna can say, hey, Krishna, what is this? You can give horses anything, no? You ate one grain and you fed the entire world when Durvas Muni came. Huh? You can take care of the horses also, but he didn't say that. Okay, Krishna, whatever you say, you do. So Krishna, literally sunset is happening. He is feeding grass and water to horses. And Arjuna is waiting. Krishna. Yes, bol. Yesterday you were taking pratigya, right? You read, Krishna teases. That's his friendship. So Krishna took it to that point where Arjuna did his best and he saw Arjuna cannot do more than this. He cannot do more than this. At that time, when Arjuna said, Krishna, in the heart of his heart, I'm doing everything, please help me. Then Krishna did the magic. He just brought the cloud, made it look like a sunset, and Jayadratha came out. Now I'm out. You couldn't kill me. Like that. Everybody was celebrating, right? Premature celebration. Drona was like, over, finished, war is over. Duryodhana is like, yeah, Shakuni Mama, today party, oh yeah, sab kuch ho gaya. This fellow is dead. Jayadratha was like, Hari Bol, I'm down. Obviously, he's not telling Hari Bol. He's like, whatever. I'm done. Krishna is looking at all. Acha beta, thoda aage. Came to the front. Jayadratha like, see, you could not kill me, Arjun. You were doing this pratigya, that pratigya. He came even closer. Arjuna can kill 10 miles away also. Shooting in his eyes, he can kill 10 miles away. This fellow is 10 feet away. Right? Because he wants to insult. Then Krishna just looked at the clouds. He just looked at it. He doesn't have to do all that he doesn't have to do. These days, some God, self-created God, they have to all that nonsense God doesn't do. They are fake gods. Making fools of other people also. Right? Krishna just looked at the cloud. The cloud went away. The sun god was right. Vivaswan was right there. I am there, Krishna. Immediately Arjuna looked at Krishna. Krishna looked at Arjuna. Kya soch raha hai? Uda usko. Arjuna, Hari Bol. Just took the, Krishna told, even better than Brahma's weapon now. Right? He was shooting a Brahmos. No, this is directional Brahmos in those days. Exact with Google location point, where Arjuna said, Krishna told Arjuna, here is your Google location point. His head should fall at this place. Arjuna didn't argue. Why that place here only? Do this what I'm doing. He shoots the arrow, removes the head, goes to that Google location. In that Google location, his father is doing tapasya. My son is the most important person for me. He should be safe. He should be nice. His head direct falls in his womb. Top it falls. Hey, what fell on? What is this head? He pushes the head down. Right? No, obviously, if a lizard falls on you, what do you do? Do like this, nice lizard. Right? Head has fallen, somebody's head. Immediately pushes it down. Head falls on the ground, and this fellow's head bursts. Because he is the cause of, putting the head down. Haribol, Haribol. So when you surrender to Krishna, he takes care of everything. But when you don't surrender to Krishna, then you have to do everything. Then we can't do anything. Right? We can't do anything. That is why intelligent people, they become devotees. Doesn't mean devotees don't do anything. Devotees also do that part. But they always know ultimate move will be from Krishna only. He is the ultimate doer. He is the ultimate sanctioner. That is why he is Krishna. Right? So now, let us come to Bhagavad Gita. Shloka number. Yes, John.
On desires, I have a question.
Yes.
Prabhuji, I understand that if we have any strong material desire, that certainly is dangerous. We have to take a birth again. But sometimes we have a flickering desire, like I like something, but that I'm not attached to it. Like for a moment, like I saw a good car, that okay, I wish to have that car, but that is not with me. Like I forget about it the next day. Is that also dangerous?
You think that you forgot, but there is somewhere it is sitting in the background. Prabhu, goal is not to become desireless. Goal is to use those desires in service of Krishna. Right? So, yeah, we get attracted to many things. Even I want a big car, but I will use that car in service of Krishna. Like that. For example, my wife used to go for a lot of shopping. Right? Even now she does. But after coming to Krishna consciousness, when she goes to Begum Bazaar or Nampalli, she sees a sari, she sees this chudidar, then you see, I think this cloth is very good for Radha Gopi Vallabh. Somewhere that, the connection, I think this design cloth our deities don't have. So she'll also purchase that. And the desire to shop is there, but you can shop for Krishna. Channelize it, yeah. Like one Mataji in Hyderabad, her guru was coming for the first time to Hyderabad. Right? Never he came, first time he was coming. And she's a big builder, very big builder in Hyderabad. So she decided, and she wanted to buy a Benz car, a big car, for her, transactions and everything. Then she decided, okay, if my guru is coming, I'll bring him in a new car and let that be the car, like that. She went and bought it. Doesn't mean that is the only way to express bhakti. But whatever that she could afford, she did. Right? So, and many devotees, when they buy a car or when they want to take a sadhu in that car. Right? Because Krishna, I am not trying to enjoy this, I will use it in Krishna's service. When a sadhu comes, they take the sadhu everywhere the sadhu goes. We do it in our satsang also many times, right? So you have to utilize. We pushed it to 250 also one day. Don't ask me how they said. They were not sitting on each other. They were sitting normally only. But still we could pull that off. So that is possible. So does it mean living in a small house means I'm a very simple person? No. Simplicity is not external. Simplicity is internal. You can be in a Benz car. You can be in the greatest of a job. But deep inside, you are a devotee of Krishna. What your choices, your everything like that. So don't have to become desireless. Rishikena, Rishikesh Sevana Bhakti Ruchate. Krishna says in Bhagavatam. Rishikesha, the control of the senses. Rishikena, use your senses to serve the control of the senses. Right? That is Bhakti. Other than that, use your senses are desires, to satisfy the controller of the senses. Rishikena, Rishikesha, Sevana, Bhakti Ruchate. Right? So that we should do. That is easily doable actually. Who knows good cooking here? Yeah, Mataji. That Prabhuji should tell me. There is Prabhuji. This is joking. Chika Mataji cooks nicely, yes. So you're cooking for your husband, you're cooking for your family, cook for Krishna. That's bhakti. As simple as that. If you cook for Krishna, Krishna will eat it and it becomes prasadam, and your husband also will eat, your son will also eat. Isn't it? Who knows good drawing? Anybody knows how to draw? Yeah. So draw Krishna. Don't draw Hrithik Roshan. Draw Krishna. When you draw Krishna, then that is bhakti. Right? Somebody knows coding? Coding? Many coders are there. Pura coding ही यहाँ पे, लेकिन software वाले. You know coding. Code for Krishna. What coding you can do for Krishna? You can create an app for our satsang. That until you give your account, it will vibrate the phone. I'll be very happy with that app. Should be the moment I send Prabhuji next Bhagavad Gita satsang on 24th of May, Saturday. Enter. As soon as you have the mobile, it is on the mobile until you get the account. Make that app. I'll become your servant if you make that app. If you do that, that's service for Krishna. That is bhakti. Right? Even taking care of your family can be bhakti. Right? I'm earning. I want to take my children, my wife on a yatra to Vrindavan, to Mathura, to Dwarka, to Jagannath Puri, to Rameshwaram, Srirangam, Udupi, so many places. Bharat, Bhumi Ki Jai. Every corner is filled with remembrance of Krishna. Go take. So that is investing your money to make your family into devotees. So you have a desire to travel, use the travel. Okay? In earlier days, people only used to go to holy places. Even now, actually, many of us only go to holy places for vacation. Now, then the Western people, they said, go to Goa, right? Go to Ooty. Right? Are people really going to Ooty and Goa happy? Go and stand in a reception of a hotel in Goa. You will see how happy they are. Frustrated. They want to become happy in Goa. That is the target. Like I have to become happy. Then they'll go to the restaurant. Where is that restaurant? Why is it not open till now? Where is my beer? Where is my whiskey? Where is the vodka? What is the AC is not working? This is not. Why you become a frustrated fellow? And your vacation starts on Friday, ends on Sunday night. Right? Already Saturday morning you are in tension. Monday is coming. Monday is coming. You are not even enjoying in the vacation. Right? During the vacation also you are not enjoying because already remembering that you will be tortured on Monday morning. But if you go to a holy place, right? You see different ways in which God is available for you. Right? God is standing. Huh? God is same God, same Krishna in different places. He is attracting you. You go to Jagannath Puri, his hands are like this. Come to me, hug me. Right? You go a little up, his hands are like this. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, come dance with me. Right? You go a little down, he's sleeping there. Come, I'm waiting for you. Right? So everywhere, just by changing of his hand, he holds like this, it becomes Vittal. Right? He holds like this, it becomes Krishna in Mathura. The same God is just changing his poses of his hands and is attracting you with different leelas. You go to holy place, so much attraction, so much seva you can do. In Tirupati, in so many places. It gives you more satisfaction. Then people go and they connect their family to God. Hrishikena, Hrishikesha, Sevana, Bhakti Richate. Whatever good you can do, Saranksha, summary of your answer is, whatever good you have, use it in service of Krishna. That is Bhakti. Bhakti doesn't have that you should know Sanskrit shlokas, you should learn the entire scripture. Ultimately, after reading all this, what you should do? You should become a good devotee. You should make your husband a devotee, you should make your wife a devotee, you should make your children devotees, you should make your parents devotees. Then even if you want to run away, they'll make you a devotee. Right? You're protecting yourself by creating all devotees around you. Right? That is Bhakti. text 6. We did not do text 6. Okay. Yudamanyuscha Vikranta Uttamamaujascha Viryavan Saubhadro Draupadeyascha Sarva Eva Maharatha. Maharatha means what? 10,000 people, 10,000 warriors. Hare Krishna. Translation, repeat after me. There are the mighty, Yudamanyu, the very powerful Uttamoja, the son of Subhadra, and the sons of Draupadi. All these warriors are great chariot fighters. So Yuddhamaunu are the princes from Panchala. Yuddhamaunu, like princes from Panchala, means from Panchala Desh who came, Draupadi came, Drishtadumna came, and they had more brothers. Yuddhamaunu and all are part of Panchala. There are many, many more warriors. In our TV serial, they only show 2, but there are many other brothers also. And the son of Subhadra is who? Abhimanyu. We just spoke about him, right? Who left his body on the 14th day. Text 7. Asmakam tu Vishishtaye Tan Nibodha Vijottama Nayaka Mama Sainyasya Samnyartham Tan Bravimite. Repeat after me. But for your information, O best of the Brahmanas, let me tell you about the captains who are especially qualified to lead my military force. Hare Krishna. So here he is actually teasing. He is actually teasing Drona. Who is speaking right now? All these verses? Duryodhana. Duryodhana is going and speaking to whom? Drona, not Bhishma. So he is telling, oh best of the Brahmanas. He is actually telling, oh best of the Brahmanas, not as a praise to him. He is teasing him. Right? He is teasing him because he doesn't have any respect for Guru also. He is just using his Guru. And Drona was killed on which day? 15th day. After Abhimanyu's death, the next day Drona was finished. Right? So he is actually teasing in front of the entire army, saying that now he is, look at his way of talking. First he is telling who all is there on the enemy side. And he is trying to give confidence to his army, saying that, hey, all these people are there on the enemy side. By the way, we also have now, we also have this, we also have that, we also have this. That is the way Duryodhana is trying to speak, that we also have this, we also have that. When does anybody speak like that? When the fellow is scared inside. When he's really scared inside, then only all these dialogues will come, right? Yeah, oh, they all are there that side. Hey, by the way, we also have all these things. Pandavas are not doing that. Pandavas are just looking. Okay, let us start the war. We'll tell you what we are. Right? Unnecessary dialogues, unnecessary things are not needed. This fellow is going around and speaking all that because he's actually scared. That Bhima and Arjuna are there on the other side. Bhima already told he'll break my thigh. Right? And Arjuna already told he'll kill everybody. Bhima is going to kill all my brothers. All that is there, na? Inside him. Bhavan bhi, text 8. Bhavan bhishmascha karnascha kripascha samitim jaya ashwadhama vikarnascha saumaditis tathaivacha. Repeat after me. There are personalities like you, Bhishma, Karna, Kripa, Ashwathama, Vikarna, and the son of Somadatta called Bhurishrava. who are always victorious in battle. So Vikarna was still there on their side when this conversation was happening. After that, Vikarna went to the other side. Vikarna was the only, no, that was Yuyutsu, sorry. Vikarna still remained on this side, Yuyutsu went. Yuyutsu was Dhritarashtra's second wife's son. Dhritarashtra did not have only one wife, by the way. Gandhari was not the only wife. He had other wives also. So Vikarna was like a cousin to, not Vikarna, what is it? Yuyutsu. So he went to the other side. When the war started, Yudhishthir told whoever wants to, you think you are on the side, wrong side, you want to come to the right side, now is the time. People from here can go there, people from there can come here. And Yuyutsu went. Vikarna was part of the Kauravas, he remained till the end, but he stood with his brother because that was Dharma. That I have to be with my brother. Right? So he was the one who objected when Draupadi was being disrobed. He came forward and said, what we are doing is only going to lead us to death. This is not something that should happen in our Rajya Sabha, especially in front of Kurus, in front of such great people like Bhishma, Drona, Kripa. It should not happen like this. And Duryodhana said, hey, shut your mouth and sit or get out from here. We know what we are doing. So Vikarna and Bhima and Arjuna saw him at that time. And they felt, of course, at least one person is getting up and telling the truth. So Vikarna was there. Karna. He was not on the battlefield, but he was taking his name. This is the first day of the war, even before the war started, this conversation, right? So he was taking his name just to tell that who all are there on my side. Right? Karna was not there. Karna only came out after the 11th day. After Bhishma was brought down, Karna came to the war. Yeah. So actually, Bhishma and Karna always had tussles because Bhishma did not like the way Karna is behaving. Karna would always go and enthuse and provoke Duryodhana for doing the wrong things. I think last week we spoke on length on Karna, what kind of nonsense he was in many places. One or two good qualities were there, but that's okay. One or two good qualities are there in anybody. But what are the main qualities? Right? That's what matters. So Bhishma did not want Karna on the battlefield because he never felt that Karna is even worthy. And Bhishma did not like Karna being on the battlefield with his Kavach and Kundal also. Because Bhishma knew this fellow is going to use that war, those things that he has not earned. He got them with birth. He's going to use against Pandavas. Until I am there, I am not going to allow. Like that, he thought. Hare Krishna. Text 9. Anyecha bhavasura mad arte tyakya jivita nana shastra praharana sarve yuddha visaradha. Repeat after me. There are many other heroes who are prepared to lay down their lives for my sake. All of them are well equipped with different kinds of weapons and all are experienced in military science. Nana Shastra Praharana. There is a difference between Shastra and Astra. Shastra means something that you use with your hands to go and attack, like a knife, like a gada, right? Like something that you use and go and attack. Astra means something that you shoot, like an arrow, right? Or a missile, something like that. That is called Astra. So here, even before, so basically, he is trying to tell this what? He is trying to bring up the morale of the people. There are many other heroes who are ready to fight for me. But unfortunately, while saying this, Yamaraj spoke through his mouth. What did he speak? What did he speak? There are many other heroes who are prepared to lay down their lives for my sake. He already declared that all these fellows are going to die. Right? So, Vinashakale Viparita Buddhi. You know, Duryodhana himself told that all these people are going to lay their lives for me. Of course they will, but he told it with his own mouth. Acharya explained that, 11.33 and 34. Can you go to that? 11.33? 11th chapter, 33rd shloka. 33, page 504. On the top here you have the chapter number and dot shloka number. That way you can easily find out. 11.33. Here Krishna is saying, therefore get up, prepare to fight and win glory, conquer your enemies and enjoy a flourishing kingdom. They are already put to death by my arrangement, Krishna is telling. And you, O Sabyasachi, can be put as an instrument in the fight. Nimitta matrena bhavya Sabyasachi. Very famous shloka. 11.33. You are just a mere instrument. You are just going to go and finish it. They are already killed by me. They are already done. War is already over actually. Arjuna, you just have to go and do your part. Just do your duty. Because what is supposed to happen is already happened. And 34, what is he telling? Drona, Bhishma, Jayadratha, Karna and all other great warriors have already been destroyed by me. Therefore, kill them and do not be disturbed. Simply fight and you will vanquish your enemies in battle. So, you might say, Prabhuji, then what is Arjuna's role? Krishna has done everything. What is Arjuna's role? Arjuna is doing his dharma. He is doing his dharma in his body. He is trying to follow the instructions of God. That's exactly what we all are supposed to do in our life. Do follow your dharma. That's it. Be truthful. Be obedient. Don't cheat anybody. Be a good person in society. Be helpful to everybody. Treat everybody as child of God. Right? Maintain this consciousness that you can do. That is your choice. Remaining Krishna will take care. Right? Name Bhakta Pranashati. Kaunte Pratijanagi Name Bhakta Pranashati. Anybody who becomes my devotee never perishes. Never loses his glory. He's all. Tell me one person who believed in God and who died in a very purposeless way where God did not come to save him. Can you think of anyone? None of them. Real devotees of God, Krishna will protect them. Death anyway will come, but the death will be glorious. Right? If you follow God, He is there. If you don't follow, He is not there. He's still there, but He is not there to give you glory at the end. Right? Even Karna died. But did Krishna come and take him back to Goloka? No. Right? But Yudhishthira also left his body after the whole war and the whole thing. But he went to Goloka. Like that. So, where are we? Yeah, purport. Oh, I missed the purport actually. Yeah, in the past. Let me read the purport of verse number 8. Purport. Duryodhana mentions the exceptional heroes in the battlefield, all of whom are very victorious. Vikarna is the brother of Duryodhana. Ashwadhama is the son of Dronacharya. And Saumadatti and Burishrava is the son of the king of the Vahalikas. Karna is the half-brother of Arjuna. And he was born of Kunti before her marriage with King Pandu. Kripacharya's twin sister married Dronacharya. Purport of verse number 9. As far as the others are concerned, like Jayadratha, Kritavarma and Shalya, all are determined to lay down their lives for Duryodhana's sake. In other words, it is already concluded that all of them would die in the battlefield of Kurukshetra for joining the party of sinful Duryodhana. Duryodhana was, of course, confident of his victory on account of the above mentioned combined strength of his friends. He was confident, but he was also scared. Right? He was also scared. Now, next 10th shloka. Aparyantam tad asmakam balam bhimabhirakshitam balam bhishmabhirakshitam Paryaptam tvi idam etesham balam bhima virakshitam. Translation. Our strength is immeasurable and we are perfectly protected by grandfather Bhishma, whereas the strength of the Pandavas carefully protected by Bhima is limited. Now here, why is he taking Bhima's name? Because he's so scared of Bhima. Right? He's still trying to reconcile. Bhima is very strong there, but by the way, I also have Bhishma. Bhishma virakshitam. Below says Bhima virakshitam. Bhima is protecting them, Bhishma is protecting us. Right? But why is he again and again telling about Bhima's name? Arjuna, Bhima, Arjuna, Bhima, Arjuna, because in the night, these are the two people who doesn't let him sleep. Right? He's all the time scared that Bhima and Arjuna, until they are there is no victory for us. Even though he says Bhishma is there, but Bhima is actually in his consciousness. Huh? And if you see in the last verses, he spoke about all the Pandavas, he spoke about all the Kauravas. One person's name he did not take. Who is he? Krishna. He is talking, Pandavas are there, Yuyudhana is there, Uttamaja is there, Kaurava said this is there, Pandava said that, but he is not taking Krishna's name. That is the biggest blunder. Right? If he recognizes who is Krishna, then this war will not happen. He is not even recognized because he is a fool. He is thinking, Krishna will anyway not raise his weapons, right? What is the point in saying he is a threat for me? Right? Even though Bhishma also laughed, even though Shakuni also laughed, saying, what fool you are, that you are not recognizing the greatness of Krishna. But in all these verses, he never took Krishna's name. Right? Purport. Here in an estimation of the comparative strength is made by Duryodhana. He thinks that the strength of his armed forces is immeasurable, being specifically protected by the most experienced general, grandfather Bhishma. On the other hand, the force of Pandavas are limited, being protected by less experienced general Bhima, who is like a fig in the presence of Bhishma. Duryodhana was always envious of Bhima because he knew perfectly well that if he should die at all, he would only be killed by Bhima. But at the same time, he was confident of his victory on account of the presence of Bhishma, who was a far superior general. His conclusion that he would come out of the battlefield victorious was well ascertained. So he is trying to be a captain of the ship. He is measuring the opposite side, this side, everything before the war starts. Deep inside is scared of Pandavas, deep inside is scared of Bhima, because just imagine, if I know that one of you will be ultimately the person who will kill me, will I be comfortable in the satsang? I'll see everywhere. So for example, Prabhuji, Anil Prabhu is the one who is going to finish me. So I'll speak everything in between. Sometimes I'll see like this, right? Is he going to come for me today? So that was the situation of Bhima. Sorry, of Duryodhana. He was talking all these things, but he was like, Bhima, we also have greater power than Bhima. But he's all the time looking at Bhima. Right? Because when you're fearful, you take all these names. Otherwise, there's no reason for you. Yeah. Ayaneshu cha sarveshu yatha bhagam avasthita bhishmam eva bhirakshantu bhavanta sarva eva hi. Purport. All of you, translation. All of you must now give full support to grandfather Bhishma. As you stand at your respective strategic points of entrance into the phalanx of the army. So why is he saying this? He knows that Pandava's first target will be Bhishma. Until Bhishma is brought down, there is no question of war to start. So he is telling Drona that Drona, you are even though Bhishma is captain of the army, like Drishtadyumna is on the other side, captain of the army, This side is Bhishma. But he's not telling Bhishma, he's going and telling Drona that please, you make sure that everybody is protecting Bhishma. Everybody is protecting Bhishma. And he's also telling each one of you has an important role to play. Right? Every one of you has an important role to play. Don't forget that at all times you should make sure that Bhishma is protected. He is also saying Bhishma will protect us, but he's also saying everybody has to protect Bhishma because he is insecure deep within. Purport. Duryodhana, after praising the prowess of Bhishma, further considers that others might think that they have been considered less important. So, yeah, sorry, I just have to put this on silent. Is it silent? Yeah. Hare Krishna. So, Duryodhana, after praising the prowess of Bhishma, further considered that others might think that they have been considered less important. So, in his usual diplomatic way, he tried to adjust the situation in the above words. He emphasized that Bhishma Deva was undoubtedly the greatest hero. He was an old man, so everyone must especially think of his protection from all sides. He might become engaged in the fight, and the enemy might take advantage of his full engagement on one side. Therefore, it was important that other heroes not leave their strategic positions and allow the enemy to break the phalanx. Duryodhana clearly felt that the victory of the Kurus depended on the presence of Bhishma Deva. He was confident of the full support of Bhishma Deva and Dronacharya in the battlefield because he well knew that they did not even speak a word when Arjuna's wife Draupadi, in her helpless condition, had appealed to them for justice, while she was being forced to appear naked in the presence of all the great generals in the assembly. Although he knew that the two generals had some sort of affection for the Pandavas, he hoped that these generals would now completely give it up, as they had not done during the gambling performances. It's actually a trap. That, since they had not reacted, now they will not react again. They feel guilty. You think Duryodhana felt that Bhishma and Duryodhana felt happy seeing Draupadi being disrobed? No. He knew that they are carrying this guilt, and for that guilt they are fighting on my behalf, then they'll never leave me also. But are they doing their best for me? That is not confident. Right? You have the best warrior inside of your side, but he's not confident whether he's going to give his best. It's like the best employee is there in your team, but he's not motivated to give the best. So what is the use? So he's trying to motivate with his words in the beginning of the war that please, all of you, everybody else is going to give their lives for me. You also do that. You also become strong. And, we are all there. We are going to defeat them. He is playing his diplomatic game, Duryodhana. Like that. So this section is more of an introduction of everybody on the battlefield, till the verse number 11. It's all about Duryodhana introducing. Now the next section, some verses are called as signs of victory. From text number 12 onwards, it is signs of victory. That just by hearing this section, you'll understand who is going to win. Right? Let us read that. He further continues. Further, now who is continuing? Now Sanjay is continuing. Tasya Sanjanayan Harsham Kuru Vruddha Pitamaha Simhanadam Vinatyochai Shankam Dadmau Pratapavan. Then Bhishma, the great valiant grandchild of the Kuru dynasty, the grandfather of the fighters, blew his conch shell very loudly, making a sound like a roar of a lion, giving Duryodhana joy. Right? So he blew his conch shell. Now, one thing to be observed here, did Duryodhana finish his conversation? No. He was telling Dronacharya, hey, do this, you protect Bhishma, they do this, that is that said, that is this said. In between somebody, he blew his conch shell. Means what? Bhishma said, shut your mouth, enough of your politics. Right? Enough of nonsense you are talking. Right? Now let us start the war. You anyway brought me to the war. Right? Anyway, we are going to do the war now. Let us start the war. So blowing of conch shell means now the attack is going to start. And why do we blow conch shells? Because it kind of removes all the inauspicious activities, inauspiciousness before. That is the reason in temple also, before the arti, the conch shell is blown. All the ghostly elements in the house, any pretatmas or any negativities in the house are removed when you blow the conch shell. It's a very auspicious thing. You blow the conch shell. And when you start something very important in your life, then also you blow conch shell, like something like a war, where it's a question of life or death, right? Conch shell is blown. So here, purport, the grandeur of the Kuru dynasty could understand the inner meaning of the heart of his grandson Duryodhana, and out of his natural compassion for him, he tried to cheer him by blowing the conch shell very loudly, befitting the position as a lion. Indirectly, by the symbolism of the conch shell, he informed his depressed grandson Duryodhana that he had no chance of victory in the battle, because the Supreme Lord Krishna was on the other side. But still, it was his duty to conduct the fight, and no pains would be spared in that connection. So he said, now war is going to start. Don't worry. There are the band bajne hi wala hai. You anyway are going to face it, because Krishna is on the other side. So let me start it. You asked for this. Bhishma stopped this war to the best of his ability for many, many, many years. Almost 100 years. He stopped. From the birth of Drona's time. So Duryodhana's time. He was stopping. He knew this is going to come, this is going to come. Now he said, okay, enough is enough. Now we are on the battlefield. What is there to speak now? Let us start the war. Right? Tata shankascha bhairyascha panavanaka gomukha saha saibhya bhya hantenta. You can read again. Sahasa eva abhyanta sa sabdhas tumulo abhavat. After that, the conch shells, drums, bugles, trumpets, and the horns were all suddenly sounded. And the combined sound was tumultuous. Right? Everybody started raising making sound that we are attacking now. So everything is done. There is no question of, imagine the situation, Prabhuji. Opposite side, this side, everybody is blowing the conch shell means now the arrows are going to be shot. At that time, Arjuna said, I have a doubt. It's not like, they all came to the battlefield, each one, okay, can we speak for some time before? No, conch shells are blown. Conch shell is blown means war is already declared. It's going to start. It's not going to stop now after the conch shell is blown. Hare Krishna. Tata sveter hair yukte mahati syandane stitau Madhava Pandavaschaiva Dvivau Shankau Prapat Mutau Pradhatmatu. On the other side, Lord Krishna, both Lord Krishna and Arjuna stationed on a great chariot drawn by the white horses sounded their transcendental conscience. Yeah. Drutamanyu, even though. So now, this side the conscience are blown, so other side also the conscience will be blown. Right? Sanjay is telling Krishna and Arjuna are on the other side. Now he could have told anybody else also, right? Why is he telling, and whom is he telling this to? Dhritarashtra. उसको वो पहले ही डरा हुआ है He's already scared. In the same, Bhishma have finished their conch shell blowing. Everybody else is now Krishna and Arjuna are going to blow. Dhritarashtra is like, I know. It's going to anyway happen. Right? So everybody is playing their role. Huh? Sanjay is also giving nice treatment to Dhritarashtra offline. He's sitting there. He's taking care of, why is he doing that? At least now you will stop the war. The effort to stop the war is also happening during the war. Sanjaya, even though not in the war, is trying to tell him that, Krishna and Arjuna are there. Krishna and Arjuna are there. So that he understands. Purport. In contrast with the conch shells blown by Bhishma Deva, the conch shells in the hand of Krishna and Arjuna are described as transcendental. The description of transcendental is different. Transcendental means beyond time and space. That is called transcendental. The sounding of the transcendental conch shells indicated that there was no hope of victory for the other side because Krishna was on the side of the Pandavas. Jayastu Pandu Putranam Yesham Prakshe Janardhana. Victory is always with the persons like the sons of Pandu because Lord Krishna is associated with them. And whenever and wherever the Lord is present, the goddess of fortune is also there. Because the goddess of fortune never lives alone without her husband. Right? Who is goddess of fortune? Lakshmi Devi. Can Lakshmi Devi there without Narayan? When you do Narayana Puja, will Lakshmi Devi will be there? Huh? If you do Narayana Puja, will Lakshmi Devi be there? Yes. When you do Lakshmi Puja, will Narayan be there? Doubtful. Will Lakshmi Devi like her puja to be done separately? No. Will Hanumanji want his puja to be separately? No. See, understand this very important aspect. Because Sanatana Dharma has not been properly taught. We all have not attended, proper education, spiritual education. We all are getting divided. That my Ishta Devata is this, my Ishta Devata is that, my Ishta Devata. You think Ganeshji would want his puja done before Lord Shiva? No. For him, his father, Lord Shiva is there. You think Lord Shiva would want his puja done before Lord Vishnu? No. He is Kshetra Palaka. He is in the four directions of every Vishnu Kshetra. Why will he want his puja to be done in front of Vishnu? Right? This is all of what? Respect. Understand the aspect. This is all of respect. But what we have been taught? Everybody is same. Everybody is same. No, everybody is not same. But everybody has to be respected. We are not telling somebody has to be disrespected. Samyana, this is a little sensitive thing which you all should learn. Everybody has a designation, a role, authority, a power. You should respect them according to that authority, the designation, that power. You understood? Then it is really respecting. If you go and tell Lakshmi Devi, you are the most amazing, you are the greatest, you are this, you are that, and she'll tell, why are you telling that? Narayan is here. He is my worshipable Lord. I am at his feet all the time. I am all the time serving him. Why are you praising me in front of Narayan? And she's not telling, when Narayan is not there, then you praise me. That also she'll not tell. She'll tell, you praise Narayan and I am automatically happy. When Bhrigu Muni kicked on the chest of Vishnu, Lakshmi Devi got very angry. How dare you do this? How could you do this in front of me? I am not going to accept this. Vishnu is there. What is Vishnu telling? I don't mind. That's okay. In fact, he's telling Bhrigu Muni, your feet is like lotus flower. My heart is like, my chest is like a rock. Maybe your feet got hurt by kicking me. I'm so sorry. Lakshmi Devi says, enough is enough. You want to be very nice with your devotees and other Brahmanas, but I cannot tolerate that. So, in Shastra, it is there that, if somebody insults God or somebody insults a Vaishnava, there are three things you can do. Either kill that fellow right there. If you kill that fellow, that sin of even hearing that will go away. Or kill yourself. Or get out of that place. Don't stay in that place. When a devotee is being insulted, God is being insulted, or God is being spoke wrong things, either kill that fellow, which I don't think many of us will do now, or kill yourself. Anyway, you don't have the guts to do that. Get out of that place. So Lakshmi Devi left that place. When Bhrigu Muni kicked Vishnu, she immediately left that place. But before going, she cursed, Bhrigu. Since he was a Brahman, he said, "You Brahmanas will never have me in your house as Lakshmi, as money." So that is the reason pure Brahmanas never have money in their house. So if a Brahmana has a lot of money in her house, obviously is not pure. As simple as that. She will never stay in a Brahmana's house. And that is when Bhrigu also thought, because of my mistake, entire Brahmana race is not, into this. Of course, there is a reason. Because if money is there in the house, Brahmana will never be surrendered to Narayan. He'll always feel, I have so much money, why should I be fearful of anything? That's okay. My money will take care of me tomorrow. Brahmana means the one who depends on God at all times. Having too much money in your pocket, obviously you will not depend on God, right? When you don't have anything, you'll always remember Ram, Krishna, everything you'll chant. When you have nothing, you will always chant. But we have everything. That's the reason rich people don't come to satsangs. It's very normal. Why so many people in the community never come to satsang? Anurag Prabhu, why they don't come? Simple. Current never goes. Water never stops. Right? Security is always there. All facilities are there. You remove current for some time, 6 hours. Everybody, oh God, what is happening? What nonsense? Then they'll remember God. The facilities equate right? So it's a natural phenomenon. When you are so much materially opulent, when all facilities are there, everything is going good in your life, why will you remember God? Even if you go to God, there is no surrender in that. Okay, I am there, God. You are there, God. You be there, I am here. Whenever we want, we'll talk. But don't come here. Right? It's very transactional. You do what you are supposed to do. I am doing what. Don't disturb me too much. Like that. Because I am enjoying the world. That is the tendency. That is the normal tendency. So here, Lakshmi Devi is never alone without her husband. Very clear. We should not try to divide gods. When you divide Lakshmi from Narayan, what is your name? Ravan. As simple as that, right? If you do Lakshmi Puja without Narayan Puja, what are you? Ravan. Isn't it? That's what Ravan tried to do, right? Of course, he didn't do Puja, but that is what he wanted to enjoy. He wanted to enjoy Sita without Ram. If he would have taken Ram also along with him, both Ram and Sita would have gone to Lanka. They would have had a good time, given blessings and come back. But what that fellow did? I don't want Ram, I want Sita. So when you try to utilize Devatas, without surrender to Bhagavan, you are Ravan. आज के लिए बहुत है। रोजी इतना हेवी मत चलो। एसी रूम में बिठा के आप पसीना निकाल रहे। मैं बचपन से क्या सोच रहा था? I was thinking so many things from my childhood. You are telling all contradictory things. I'm not telling God. That's all there in Bhagavad Gita. If you go forward, he'll explain who is Bhagavan, who is Devatas, and he'll tell we should respect Devatas, we should worship Devatas, but understand what is the difference. Because by doing that, you are actually insulting whom? Bhagavan or Devatas? You are insulting Devatas. You go and worship Ganeshji in front of Krishna. Ganeshji will tell, what is your problem? Don't worship me. I am worshipping Krishna. Why are you worshipping me? Right? Does it mean we should not worship Ganeshji? We should worship Ganeshji, but what should you ask? Give me Krishna Bhakti. That is what you should ask. When you worship Lord Shiva, what you should ask? Give me Vishnu Bhakti. So that is what he is ready to give. He has the best thing to give. But you are going and asking what? You are asking wrong things. You are asking whatever you want for your material desires. Right? All Randi list. You go to Ashwini Kumaras, you will get good health. You worship Parvati, you will get good husband. You worship, I don't know, whatever. There is a whole laundry list is there. Right? You go through all that list, I worship, you'll get this. But are the Devatas happy to do that? They are not happy to do that. They don't feel happy. Say, Mataji, you work in what? You work in HR? HR, right? Okay. So she works in HR. Where do you work, Madhavi? Infosys. As what? Technical coding. Okay. Where do you work? Huh? Accenture. Anybody else from Infosys? One more hand. Okay. Anybody? Any two people work in the same company here? Huh? You both work in the same. You work in which company? Accenture. She works in Accenture. For some time you feel you're also working in Accenture. Okay? So Mataji is one employee. I'm giving an example. Devata versus Bhagwan. What is the problem? So say imagine, Prabhuji is head of Accenture. Shashank Prabhu, right? He gives promotions to everybody. She is HR in Accenture, right? You are the superior. She is the coder. She is doing the coding. You are the manager to give her promotion. You are the manager to give promotion. He is the ultimate head who gives budget for all these promotions. She is the employee working there. She is the HR. Now tell me, if she has to get promotion, what she has to do? She has to work properly. If she works properly, you will give the promotion. He is anyway approving. The promotion will come. Is it true? Everybody understood?
Yes.
But she'll not do that. She'll go to her. She'll go to the HR and say, can we go for a coffee? Where do you stay? Oh, you stay. I also stay there. Really? Okay. Oh, you come from, oh, your dress is so nice today. Right? HR person, what is he thinking? I know what this fellow is doing. I know what she's doing. Right? Maskalagari. Right? Somehow I should get more. Right? When she is doing that, will you like it? Why you won't like it? She's supposed to do her work. You will anyway give the promotion. Is it not true? Why she is going to HR? Not right, na? Did everybody understand this? Same thing is happening in Tirupati or any of the holy places. Right? She is supposed to do the work properly. Automatically, Bhagavan will give whatever is supposed. But she is going and asking for more recommendation. You'll do Lakshmi Puja. I want more. Lakshmi Devi says, whatever Narayan decided, you will anyway get. As per your Jyotish or your desires, whatever you're supposed to get, you'll only get. I want more. More recommendation. I'll do Lakshmi Puja, I'll do Ganesh Puja, I'll do this Puja, I'll do that Puja. Are Devatas happy when you do that? They are already, Mukkoti Devatas are there. There are Mukkoti Devatas. For every organ in your body, there is a Devata. Even your eyelids, there is a Devata called Nimi. If he goes on leave, you can't blink your eyelids. He's controlling your eyelids. Do you know that? Are you worshipping Nimi? No. But still your eyelids are functioning, right? Agony. So Devatas are doing so many things for you already. Without your knowledge also they are doing. But if you go there and ask for more, what will they do? They are forced to give. They'll give. You come unnecessarily. Again and again you are poking. You take it. Right? So that's what happens when you go to Lakshmi Devi. And will Bhagavan be happy with that? He will not be happy. Why are you taking more? Because if you take more than your quota, you will suffer. Because everything comes with a debit and a credit. If you're taking credit, debit also will follow. As simple as that. There is clear accounting balance sheet in Goloka also. If you are taking something, you have to give, you have to pay for it. So whatever you are supposed to pay, for that you are already being given by Lakshmi Devi, by Ganesh Ji, by everybody. You are going and asking for more Lakshmi, then Lakshmi Devi will say, okay. Your salary is supposed to be 50,000. Now you are asking for 70,000. Take 70,000. Then where will the 20,000 go? It will not go in Inorbit Mall. It will go in Care Hospital. You will only enjoy 50,000. You cannot enjoy more than 50,000 because that is Narayana's already sanctioned. That he has approved the budget. It has already gone. Right? It is already gone. But what are you doing? I want more. My neighbor has a car, I want bigger car. She has more salary, I want bigger. Be satisfied. No, I want more. More than I work, I want. Even though I already feel I am being overpaid, but because my neighbor is being overpaid, I have to get more than him. I'll go and cry. You will get that. Where will that go? If you go and do Lakshmi Puja and pray for your appraisal, what will happen? Your appraisal will be successful. But more than you being happy, the doctor in care hospital will be very happy. Rara. Because you'll get disease, you'll go and pay there. You understood? Somebody else is going to get benefit out of it. That is the reason, Prabhuji and Matajis, in the past, everybody would worship Narayan. And everybody would follow the right procedures of worship for Devatas. And they would not go and ask materialistic things. They'll always ask for moksha. Right? Dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Dharma is there. Artha means money. Kama means enjoyment. These all things will anyway come as per the karma. But moksha, you'll also ask. That is also a very important thing. And you will depend on God to give it. So this is very, very important thing, because the instance came in Purport Prabhupada is saying, and whenever and wherever Lord is present, the goddess of fortune is also there, because the goddess of fortune never lives alone without her husband. Therefore, victory and fortune were awaiting Arjuna, as indicated by the transcendental sound produced by the conch shell of Vishnu or Lord Krishna. Besides that, the chariot on which both the friends were seated had been donated by Agni, fire god, to Arjuna. And this indicated that the chariot was capable of conquering on all sides whenever it was drawn over the three worlds. So Agni, how does the fire spread? In one direction it goes, or all directions? All directions. So the chariot was given by whom? Agni Dev, right? He was very pleased, so he gave the chariot to Arjuna. So immediately he got the chariot which will go in all directions. Dasharatha means what? A person who can fight in 10 directions. Dasharath. 10 directions he can fight. But Arjuna was better than Dasharatha. He could go in all directions. Can you imagine? The chariot is going like this, it can go this side also, it can go this side also, it can go back side also, it can go this side also. Unbelievable chariot was given to Arjuna. And one more thing was given to Arjuna. What was it?
Bow.
Chariot. Gandiv. Bow. Who gave that? Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva or Indra? Devendra gave that. Indra gave that. The bow. Right? And these two weapons were very amazing weapons that Arjuna was given. And who made them give this? Krishna. Krishna only told, here is my servant, please give him. And then Agni Dev gave, and even Indra Dev gave the bow and the Gandiva. Gandiva is not an ordinary weapon of Arjuna. There is nobody who can use Gandiva except Arjuna. Right? And Arjuna has is very proud of his Gandiva. So in Bhagavad Gita, in the beginning, he keeps the Gandiva down. When he is so tense, that means it's a very dire situation. Arjuna would never keep the Gandiva down. In fact, in one incident, what is the time? Okay, 10 minutes we'll finish. Is that okay? I wanted to give a logical conclusion. It's okay. Next week we'll get into questions of Arjuna, most probably. So I'll stop with this about Gandiva. So once on the 15th day, when Karna was smashing the army, left, right and center, Karna was killing, it's explained, more than 2 crore people Karna was killing in a day. Can you imagine? 2 crore people in a day? Entire Hyderabad, Secunderabad in a single day. At that rage Karna was going. Right? And Yudhishthir was very concerned that the army will get over this. We have to stop Karna. And on the other side, Arjuna is busy fighting with so many other people. And Karna literally shooted so many arrows. Yudhishthir was badly injured. Right? And Yudhishthira went to his camp. He went to his camp because he was totally injured. He had to put some medicines and then he has to come back because the war is not stopping. So Yudhishthir went there and immediately Arjuna started searching for Yudhishthir. Hey, where is Yudhishthir? He asked Krishna, Krishna, take me in the side of Yudhishthir. He can't see Yudhishthir. Because if Yudhishthir is captured, means war is over. Right? If Yudhishthir is captured, war is over. So Arjuna was very concerned. So he told, there is a reason I'm telling this story. At the end I'll tell the moral. So here is Krishna. He says, okay, let us go and see in his camp whether he's there in his camp. Because we can't see him on the battlefield. Maybe he has gone outside the battlefield. So Krishna takes Arjuna to the camp and Arjuna gets down and goes and searches in the kutir, in the camp of Yudhishthira, and he sees Yudhishthira. Amma, you are there, you are safe. Like that, Arjuna, okay, my brother is safe, right? Then Yudhishthira sees Arjuna. When the moment Yudhishthira sees Arjuna, he gets very angry. What the hell are you doing here? You are supposed to be in the battlefield fighting Karna. That fellow is killing our army left, right, and center. What are you doing here? Arjuna is like, no, I actually came to just make sure that you are safe. Don't tell all these reasons to me. Yudhishthira is very angry because he is concerned about his army. Na? He fought a big war, he got injured, he's come here thinking his brother is fighting the battle and his brother also is standing here. Hey, what is this? Don't give me all these reasons. Now Yudhishthira becomes very angry. He says, don't, Arjuna, you are scared of Karna. That is the reason you came here. Huh? You could not fight with that fellow. That fellow is killing the entire army. You are scared of Karna. Arjuna, what are you speaking? I have come here to just make sure that don't give me reasons, Arjuna. Like, he's so angry. In that anger, Dharmaraj says something. He says, don't give me, all these kinds of reasons. What is the use of your valor and what is the use of your courage if you can't kill Arjuna? That Gandiv, why are you holding that Gandiv like a showpiece? Keep it down, throw it away, he says. Right? Arjuna, the moment he says that, he removes the Gandiv, pulls one arrow, keeps on the Gandiv, points it at Yudhishthira. Krishna is like, wait. So what is happening here? Arjuna says, I have made a vow to Indra that anybody who insults my Gandiv and tells I have to put the Gandiv down, I'll kill that fellow. That is a vow I have made to Indra. And Krishna is like, okay, so you want to kill your brother now? He says, of course, I have to kill. He just not told, keep the Gandiva down. What is the use of the Gandiva? Just imagine what all Krishna had to handle. Huh? He was not only handling Kauravas versus Pandavas, he was also handling Pandavas versus Pandavas. Wait. There is a situation here. Wait. Because if you kill Yudhishthira, war is over. Right? That is not the way. I know, but I have to kill Krishna. He told this. Okay, wait a second. There is another way of killing a person. More than killing him physically, you can kill him emotionally. That is also equal to death as per Shastra. Arjuna said, okay, so what should I do? Insult him to the core. For a person who is insulted, it is worse than death. Then Arjuna says, okay, this is better rather than killing him. Okay, Yudhishthira, what kind of a brother are you? You kept your brothers on bet. What kind of a husband are you? You kept your wife on bet. What kind of a king are you? You don't even know how to negotiate. What kind of a king are you? Went and played gambling. What kind of a king are you? Yudhishthira felt, after all this insult, I think I should commit suicide. Krishna said, wait, what did you say? I want to commit. If you commit suicide, what is over? Arjuna, you wait, you have done your part. Yudhishthira, you are not supposed to do that. You are not supposed to commit suicide. That's okay. You are carrying guilt. You are carrying guilt of doing all this. That is equal to suicide. I think that is okay. That is equal to suicide. Then Krishna had to cool down the entire situation and then, okay, now you both are ready. Come back. Let us fight with Karna. Can you imagine what all Krishna had to do? Right? Within the same party, Krishna had to come in between and make sure that everyone are aligned towards the same goal. Why did I tell this story? What is the moral that we have to carry? Prabhuji and Matajis, when you are fighting on the right side, when you are fighting for dharma, fights can happen within you also. When you are fighting for adharma, no fight will happen between you because both of you are anyway doing adharma. You understand? There was never a fight between Dushasana and Duryodhana because both are doing adharma. Right? There will never be a fight between crooked countries like Pakistan and Turkey right now. Will they ever fight? Both are doing nonsense. Why will they fight? But within India, when you are fighting for dharma, fights will happen. Because sometimes even dharmic people have different opinions. Right? You understanding? So when you are following the path of dharma, it is very difficult path. Because to take everybody along when you are doing dharmic work is very difficult. Very difficult. That is why you should keep God in the center. If you keep God in the center, then even when you are following dharma, it is easy to follow dharma. Otherwise, it's very difficult to follow dharma. Right? One person will tell, no, attack like this. One person will tell, no, don't attack, we should not do like this. One person will tell, no, I think we should finish them off. All this is dharma only. Everybody is trying to establish dharma only. But who will make the decision what is the right? When you all are united and you keep Bhagavad Gita in the center, you will get the decision. That is the reason the greatest of the leaders always kept Bhagavad Gita as one of the main scriptures when they went on the battlefield. Because it reminds you what is the most important thing to do. What is the most essential thing to do? What is the thing you should not do? We all need guidance. Even Tulsi Gabbard, she was telling, whenever I go on the battlefield, I always read Bhagavad Gita. Right? Our leader right now, when he went to all the countries, what did he give to them? Bhagavad Gita. Why he gave Bhagavad Gita? Because there is nothing better than Bhagavad Gita to give. This world cannot, the Prabhuji and Mataji, the book that you're holding right now is the greatest wealth on this whole universe. We don't realize that, Prabhuji, kya hai, book kiya na kya hai. No! This is the greatest wealth. This wealth, if you understand, if you implement in your life, you will be completely fearless. You'll be completely happy in life. No matter what is happening, you'll become happy. Prabhu, this is the greatest thing that Shankaracharya told. There is nothing beyond this. Right? Eko Shastra Devaki Putra Gita. There is only one Shastra. Devaki Putra Gita. Who is telling this? Lord Shiva is telling. There is nothing, no Shastra beyond this. Sarva Upanishado Gavo, Dugdha Gopalanandana, Partho Vachastudhi Mukta, Dugdha Gitamrita Mahat. If all the Upanishads, all the Vedas become like a cow, and you milk that cow, the milk that is coming out is Bhagavad Gita. Essence that is coming out is Bhagavad Gita. And who is milking it? All the Upanishads, who is milking it? Krishna. And who is drinking it? Arjuna. Like a calf. We are all like Arjunas, little calves. We are supposed to drink this. This is not a ritualistic book. This is not a book to keep there. Say, Agarbatti, Agarbatti, that is not the point. Read it. And more than that, implement it. And when you implement it through Bhagavad Gita, you learn so many lessons. Not only, that you should do the war or no. You will also learn what all obstacles will come. When Krishna speaks in 3rd chapter, Karma Yoga, 4th chapter, Action Karma Yoga, 5th chapter, Dhyana Yoga, right? Krishna consciousness, then Dhyana Yoga, then Jnana Yoga. So many yogas you'll take, and finally to Bhakti Yoga. When you finish it, you'll be like, I know what to do in life. I'm not confused. And whenever you're confused, you go to a person who teaches you Bhagavad Gita and ask the question. We all need a guru in life. We all need a guru in life. Every single person, even a guru needs a guru. There is no guru who can tell that I am only guru. There is no guru, I became enlightened. One day I was sitting in the house, in the balcony, some light came, whoo, I became enlightened. You did not get enlightened, you got infected. That's all it is. Everybody needs a guru. Right? This Guru Parampara that you see here, right? These are all Guru Paramparas. A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, founder Acharya of ISKCON. Next is Guru Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj. He always told, my Guru is the best. My Guru is the greatest. Without my Guru, I am nothing. I am just following the order of my Guru. And Bhakti Siddhanta told, my Guru is the best. Gaur Kishore Das Babaji. And Gaur Kishore, my Guru is the best. Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Right? Entire discipline. Nobody thinks that they are a Guru. Everybody thinks I am a servant of my Guru. That is a consciousness in which you can understand Bhagavad Gita. If you think, I know Bhagavad Gita, I know everything in Bhagavad Gita, I can tell Bhagavad Gita, I can teach Bhagavad Gita. No. Who am I to teach Bhagavad Gita to all of you? What knowledge do I have? I can only repeat what is there inside. Right? Whenever I have to learn Bhagavad Gita, right? Can you see the Bhagavad Gita? What do you see? You see Bhagavad Gita and you see notes. Who wrote those notes? My realizations? One day I understood. I think Arjuna told like this because of this. No, that is nonsense. Right? This is told by Acharyas. Acharyas tell the meaning between the words, which you and me can't understand. Right? That is the reason many people who say that I want to learn Bhagavad Gita, they never learn Bhagavad Gita. They just learn the verses. They can chant the Sanskrit verses, but they don't understand the why that verse is told. Right? Many people I've seen, they tell they know the entire Bhagavad Gita. I ask them a simple question again. Why 13th chapter is needed? 18 chapters are there. Why 13th chapter is needed? I never thought like that. Of course you don't think like that. Because nobody taught you Bhagavad Gita. Why Krishna spoke the 6th chapter? Why he did not speak the 9th chapter before the 6th chapter? See, in your education, you can answer that. Why 8th grade student is taught something? Why not a 2nd grade student? You will tell them, 2nd grade he can't understand that much. It's the elevation of education. Now he is ready for 8th grade, so he'll learn trigonometry there. Right? In the same way, Bhagavad Gita, the one who understands Bhagavad Gita, the one who learns Bhagavad Gita in a formal way, methodical way, proper way, will understand the essence of Bhagavad Gita. What is Bhagavad Gita ultimately teaching? Bhagavad Gita is ultimately teaching to become a devotee of Krishna and surrender to Krishna. Leave this life as an offering to Krishna, and Krishna will take care of the remaining. This is the essence of Bhagavad Gita. Right? Bhakti Yoga is the essence of Bhagavad Gita. So you learn that. Now after this, the conch shells of Arjuna and the conch shells of Bhima, everybody will be blown, and then Arjuna will tell Krishna, please take me in between the Senayo Madhyor, take me in between the Sena, and he starts the questions, which we will discuss next week. Hare Krishna. So any questions, Prabhuji and Mataji? You all will have fights in your family. Sometimes husband fights with the wife, wife fights with the husband for children. Sometimes for your children also you both will fight. Is that true? Did it happen in anybody's house? Huh? Husband is telling this is what children should have. Wife is telling no like this. Same thing, na? You both want good for the children. When you want to do good, then only fights will come. Right? So what you should do at that time? You should immediately keep God in the center. Okay, let us decide together what is the good thing to do. Right? Should remember that. Yeah. First, who has the question, Perry? Yeah, you can ask. Then you'll ask.
So regarding these material desires, we never get satisfied. So then we take rebirth and then we try to satisfy. How about our spiritual desires? So there also, those are not get fulfilled. We want to serve more. We want to go more holy places.
Yeah.
And till our last breath, we could not fulfill completely. So again, the rule is we have to come back and fulfill.
Well, spiritual world is fully present there to give you all the facilities to fulfill the desires. So you don't have to come back for spiritual desires. Yeah. But sometimes some acharyas, they ask, like, who is it? Like Prahlad Maharaj, he asked a desire. Nobody can repeat that. Huh? So that extreme desire he asked. He said, until there is even one person suffering in this material world, I want to come back and help them. What a desire, Hare Krishna. Even Narsimha was like shocked. What kind of desire is this? What is this desire? I am not eager to come back to you, Krishna. I am seeing all these people. I am so concerned. They are all working. They are not understanding that the main goal of life is to come back to you. They are struggling in this material world. My desire is, until even a single soul is left, I don't want to come back to you. I mean, it's not like I don't want to come back to you. He's showing his compassion to the whole world. How many want to have that desire? None of this cover about it. Take me back. Let them do what they want to do. What is that word? Navai janajato katanchana vraje ashtaridiyuktah apunar bhavamba arthim prapatte akhila deha bhajam antastita yena bhavanti adukkaha. The beautiful shloka in ninth canto of Bhagavatam. where Ranti Devi is telling, Navai Janajato Kakanchana Abrajet. Right? Ashtariti Yuktaha Apunarbhavamba. Ashtariti, I don't want Ashtasiddhis. Apunarbhavamba. It's okay if I take birth again also. No problem. Right? Then he say Akhila Deha Bhajam. Until everybody is delivered. Akhila Deha Bhajam. Everybody in this world is delivered. Until that time. Antasthita Yena Bhavanti Adukha. Even in my last breath, I don't want to see even one person in dukkha. Even one person feeling pain in this material world. I don't want to see. That is the heart of an Acharya. That is the heart of Ramanujacharya. That is the heart of Shankaracharya. That is the heart of Madhvacharya. That is the heart of A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. That is the heart of this great Acharya, the 6 Goswamis, Rupa, Sanatana, Raghunatha Bhatta, Raghunath Dasa, Gopala Bhatta, Jiva Goswamis, Vrindavan. You'll know all these people. Huh? You don't know right now. If you finish Bhagavad Gita, then I'll tell each one what they are. What is their greatness? Heart of a devotee is he doesn't want to go to God. He wants to serve God wherever he is. But that is the highest, I'll tell you, but that is the highest desire they carry. Right? Which is there in the heart of their heart. So asking, if I have spiritual desires, will I go back to God? Then you will go back. But if you are that pure devotee, Krishna will allow you to come again and again. We did not come to this material world on our choice. We were thrown here because of our desires. Don't think I've come to Hyderabad, I've taken birth in India, it's my vacation. No, it's a prison. Acharyas come for a vacation. Because vacation you go on your choice. Right? Acharyas come on their choice. They appear again and again and again. Ramanujacharya is not sent here because he had material desires. Ramanujacharya told, Ranganath that I am coming here to serve you. So they appear here. Great Acharyas appear here. Right? On their own choice to serve. And whenever they want, they can go back to the spiritual world. Because they have come on their own choice. But materialistic people like me have not come on my choice. I have been thrown here. Well, last life I had some desire. That is the reason I am here. Right? Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah, sorry, he had a question before. Yeah, go ahead.
So you told Astra and Shastra. So is this fear a Shastra or Astra? Because you can also use it with hand and you can also use it as
Astra and Shastra.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna. So Astra means that you can throw and kill somebody. Shastra means that you can hold in your hand and go. Both are. If you are good enough, if you are strong enough, you will use Shastra and go. But Astra can kill many at a time. So different war tactics.
And how should we pray? You said that
How
like
should we
Shiva.
pray?
Shivaji wants that first we pray Narayan, then we pray him. Or he wants we pray Narayan. But
Shivji is happy if you become a Ram devotee. Right? Ram means Narayan. Right? He tells in Vishnu Sahasranam, right? Shri Rama Rama Rameti Mano Rame Mano. Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanami. He says that please chant the names of Ram. It's equal to 1,000 names of Vishnu. Please do that. Who is he telling? Parvati Ma. For whom he is telling? For people in Dolidoti. These people don't have time. So please chant. You can't chant the entire Vishnu Sahasranam. So at least chant Ram's name properly, which is equal to 1,000 names of Vishnu. Like that he's telling. So, for example, I'll tell you this. When you go to Vishnu Kshetra, when you go to any Vishnu Kshetra, you should first go to Shiva's temple. Right? When you go to Tirupati, you should first go to Kalahasti. There are 4 other Shiva Kshetras. Or when you go to Jagannath Puri, I should first go to, Bhuvaneshwar, the temple? Lingaraj Swami temple. There I go and worship Lord Shiva, and from there I go to, because I have to take permission to go to Lord Vishnu. And Vaishnavanam Vatashambho, the greatest Vaishnava is Lord Shiva. He gives the permission. Now, when you go to Lord Shiva and worship, what does he say? Okay, you come here, but urgently go to Vishnu. He is sending you to Vishnu. That is the way. That is the mood in which you should approach.
we should ask permission and then we should do.
Yes, you should always ask permission. Why? Because they are very dear to him. They are very close to him. So you are asking him permission. Not only permission, you are also asking, how should I worship Vishnu? Then Lord Shiva will tell, this is how you should worship Vishnu. If you go to Vishnu, what will he tell? Go and worship Lord Shiva because he is my great devotee. I am also worshipping him. When I come as Lord Ram, I established Linga. Lord Shiva in Rameshwaram. In Rameshwaram, there is no Ram temple. In Rameshwaram, there is Shiva temple. That is where he established Lord Shiva. Why is Lord Vishnu worshipping Lord Shiva? Because he is the greatest of the devotee. And for this material world, the main in charge is Lord Shiva. And he is setting an example as Lord Ram, Maryada Purushottam. Any human being who comes in this material world should worship Lord Shiva and Parvati. I am also worshipping. I am an example. He is setting an example. Like that. Yes, Prabhuji. How to lead a life, yeah. How to handle different situations. Okay.
But the reason some people suggest that Gita should be taught in all schools.
Yes.
And they also say that it's not a religious scripture.
Yes, correct.
Once any humans can use it, and follow it.
Yes.
But still that's not being used by many people who belong to other religions.
Yes.
So my question is this Bhagavad Gita do we consider it as a religious scripture? Because Krishna in a way he says that you need to shine. And I will take your place. You just do your duty. So Krishna is part of Hindu religion. So is that the reason why other people object to teach it in schools in our religion?
Okay, other people object. Okay, it's a multifold question. Did everybody hear Prabhuji's question?
Yes.
Okay.
Krishna's time there was no religion. There was only one religion.
So actually, Prabhuji, I'm not telling this because I'm a Hindu or a Sanatani or anything. There is no proof of Islam in the world until it started. There is no proof of Christianity in this world until it started. Without any hesitation, I'm telling you, even they can come and prove. Right? The oldest mosque, maximum is 1500 years old. Show me a mosque that is 10,000 years old. Doesn't exist. Doesn't exist. But Sanatana Dharma, even now, if you go and dig, in some part of the world, not even India, you will find a Shiva Lingam. You will find a Murti of Ganeshi. You will find Rangana. Even in Indonesia. Why Indonesia? You go to Grand Canyon in America. There are 3 temples inside Grand Canyon. Even now, if you go, Shiva, Brahma, and Vishnu. Go and see. They take you on an aircraft ride. They'll show you this Shiva temple. There is inside Grand Canyon. Tribal people are worshipping. In fact, if you go to Turkey also, which they call it as Muslim country, you will find Shivalingam there, right? And there is a book called Mahabharata, Not a Myth. Buy this book. It gives you proofs in almost every country that in Egypt also they were worshipping Krishna and Balram with a different name. That's all. Everywhere in the world, there is a proof of Sanatana Dharma. These 2 other religions that have come prominently, if you call Islam and Christianity, they have come with an agenda. They have come with an agenda, right? There is some ulterior motive, and they have been changed so much, and they have been discussed in different ways. And they are like, if you don't follow this, then you die. There is no other way. You don't follow this, then you die. But Sanatana Dharma is not like that. You can follow whatever you want to follow. You can self-realize. We give opportunity for people to self-realize. There is no self-realize there. Listen and follow. That's all. There is no discussion of self-realization. You can't follow Islam and tell, okay, I'll decide whether Allah is God or no. No. He is God. You believe Him. And if you don't believe Him, you don't have a right to exist. Right? And the goal is go and kill people who don't follow it. There are direct verses. I'm not creating this. You can read. There are direct, so many page numbers, so many verse numbers are there. What is that? So, Bhagavad Gita is not a religious text. Bhagavad Gita is telling what a human being should do. First of all, who is he? Bhagavad Gita is telling who is he? You are the soul. In second chapter, you will see everything. Denos Minita De, Kaumaram Yamanam. So many verses will come. Who are you? You are the soul or the body. So, soul or body question, where is religion here? And first of all, what is religion? Even the word religion is wrongly used. Religion means to learn how to love God. Religion means to learn how to love God. Can you all repeat me? Religion means to learn how to love God. That is religion. That's all is the business of religion. And religion has several templates. Every religion has a template. One religion says like this, one religion says like this, one religion says like this. They are all what? Templates. Templates to express your love for God. That's all it is. Right? Time-proven templates. Time-proven templates. If you do this template, it will pakka give you a result. For example, if somebody comes to your house, you bow down like this, it is automatically showing respect. If somebody comes to you, stand like this, automatically, hey, what is your problem? You will tell that. Why? Your template to show respect is like this. Religion means a set of templates through which you can show your love for God. That's all it is. You don't have to extend it beyond that. So we don't have any problem with Islam religion. We don't have any problem with Christian religion. We don't have any problem with any. Because religion, when you understand like that, when you understand religion is a way to love God using some templates, it is okay. But when you take that religion to the next level, say that, this is not a religion, this is only a religion, this is only the way, you have to only do like this, you can't do like this. What is that nonsense? You understanding what is the problem? Bhagavad Gita goes beyond religion. Bhagavad Gita is spirituality. There is religion, there is spirituality. Spirituality means a consciousness where you think that you are not this body. That is spirituality. That is what Bhagavad Gita is dealing with. Religions take you to the spirituality. Religion is a medium to go towards spirituality. Are everybody following?
Yes.
Religion gives templates so you can become spiritual. Every morning do Surya Namaskara. Every time you come out of the house, pray pranam to Surya Dev. Right? Every time you see your elders, touch their feet. What is all this doing? It is making you humble. This is a religion. Ultimately, one day you will feel that, okay, so I'm not this body, I'm the soul. Then spirituality starts. Bhagavad Gita is dealing with spirituality. There is no text in Bhagavad Gita which says, bring 2 nariyal and 1 agarbatti and do like this, Arjuna. There is no verse like that in Bhagavad Gita. But when you go to religious text, it will be there. To do Narada Pancharatra Vidhi, temple worship in the, then there, keep the deepam on this side, east side, west side. Bhagavad Gita, you don't need to keep as per Vastu. Wherever in the house you read. Right? Some person came and asked me, Prabhu, where to keep Bhagavad Gita in the house? I said, in front of you. Some people say like that, One person will like, Prabhuji, I will not take Bhagavad Gita. Why? Fights will happen in the house. Huh? Kurukshetra is happening. I will not keep Bhagavad Gita. One person, I respect Bhagavad Gita like anything, Prabhuji. I said, okay, how much did you learn? No, I only respect. Huh? This Bhagavad Gita as it is. I kept it as it is. Without moving. Cover also I didn't remove. Dur lagega na? But Bhagavad Gita is spirituality. When you know that you are the soul, how to go back to the super soul. When you know that you are the Atma, how to connect to the Paramatma. So this is beyond. Duty of a soul is mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. Duty of a soul as a soul. Hare Krishna.
It is not religious text.
It is not. It cannot be a religious text. It is not. Yeah, religious people read it, but it is beyond religion. Yeah. Sorry, it's been a long class today. Thank you very much for your audience. And we will continue. I'm trying to touch upon many other topics around Bhagavad Gita also in the beginning chapter. So please be a little. I can finish this whole chapter in 1 hour also if I want to. But the goal is not that. Slowly, I want all your consciousness to rise. So when Krishna starts speaking, you don't look at Krishna like one other character in Mahabharata, like Duryodhana. Papu thinks that, Krishna is just one other character. We don't want to be Papus after entire 18 chapters, right? So before Krishna comes, we have to establish who is Krishna, the greatness of Krishna. That is the reason we're going a little slow. Is that okay with everybody? Your taste for coming to class also increases. Yeah. Please do that. Even the beginning mantra, Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana, even that one, don't sit down like this. Try at least, keep that printout in front of you, or it's there in Bhagavad Gita also, and try reading it. After 5 times, you'll also read it. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste देव भगवान की, भक्त शिरोमणि प्रहलाद महाराज की, ऐसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की, श्रील गुरुदेव की, श्री भगवद गीता ग्रंथ की, ऑल assembled devotees की, Jai Gaur Premanande. Hare Krishna. And thank you for being a great help for continuing this satsang by contributing. You all can contribute to a scanner code. I don't know where it is. Yeah, it is there. Or you can give it in cash also. We'll be using for prasadam. And like today, we had to book the hall, because there is a lot of sound outside. So at least we had a peaceful class. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.